Hi Brendan, welcome to Sundays. As far as days go, it's a pretty cool day. And I feel kind of guilty because I realise now that when I tweeted out the theme, I tweeted to Brendan Linwood, not BCL Wood, which is why you didn't receive the theme for the week until you talked to James. Sorry about that. The internet. Simply the vastness of that concept never fails to amaze me. The idea that someone could come online and talk to anyone in the world, and then they could go on sites like Second Life, where you can create and become the person you've always wanted to be. Or you could become the person that you've always seen yourself as being, without reality getting in the way. I mean, even on YouTube, where I still have to be myself, I can choose what part of myself, what side of myself I want to be. I can be more of my outgoing and less of the shy person. I can really express the part of me that I want to. There's an entire world online that people of this generation slip into so effortlessly. There's this idea that the online world is unreal since it's not physical, that things either happen online or in real life, as if there's a line separating the two, as if there's only black or white. I realised the other day that by labelling myself as a nerdfighter, I'm joining an almost only online community. Unlike the offline communities like emos or indie kids or goths or those kids that seem to always be hanging around at skate parks but never actually skating. I'm joining a society that I've never really done anything with offline. I haven't been to any Nerdfighter gatherings, and I don't really have any Nerdfighter friends offline. We don't meet up at a certain venue or wander around the city all dressed the same, and yet I have DFTBA drawn on my shoes. I wear badges quoting John and Hank, and I own 2 different Nerdfighter t-shirts. This is because in a way I do meet up with other Nerdfighters. I talk to them on the Ning and discuss stuff with them through YouTube videos. I have a fair few of them on MSN, and I'm even part of a large Nerdfighter discussion on Skype. Just because I talk to them online doesn't mean the conversation doesn't happen. I watched an anime a while ago called Serial Experiments Lain, where one of the characters dies and comes to exist solely online, living within the network. It explores the concept that even though the internet isn't necessarily a tangible place, it could still be a physical world, that you create a life online that instead of being separate to your offline life is simply an extension of it. Facebook enhances my relationship with my friends, and Nerdfighters affects how I view myself as a person. YouTube gives me a greater sense of self-confidence, and the friendships I make online help me to believe that the person who I want to be, the person who I am when you strip away all the layers that I create to fit into society, is someone who I actually can be. I think if you picked a random teenager today, it would be almost impossible to differentiate between who they are without the internet and who they are with it. So this is my question. What is the internet? Is it a virtual world we enter? A tangible and yet not physical place? A highly sophisticated phone that allows us to talk to anyone? A giant collection of knowledge? Porn? Is it a place we visit, or is it something that exists concurrently with our lives? DFTBA Nerdfighters, thank you for existing and never forgetting to be awesome.